Hey Vigilantes, what is up? Today we are talking about why Infinity Warfare is going to be good. And I know I make a lot of videos about, Infinity Warfare, keep saying the same thing. And it's really because I don't know what else to say. Like, people keep hating on the double jump, and I think the main reason people hate it is just because it's part of a popular opinion. I don't think people have even played regular Call of Duty before it had the double jump and stuff like that. I think there's most people that started with Advanced Warfare, or in fact are starting with Black Ops 3 and are just current noobs, and they're saying, hey, you know what? This is really crappy. I prefer the boots on the ground version, and that's really because other people are saying it. And again, for those people who say, like, well, I legit don't like it. Like, I was one of the first people to make that opinion. That's fine. I'm not saying it's stupid to hate on it. I'm saying it's stupid to hate on it for the main main sake of hating. Like, there's no real reason, just because everyone else was doing it. I wanted to be part of the conversation. It's like, you know what? Be that edgy rebel and disagree with it. How about? Like, I prefer the boots on the ground too. I like it. I like the realisticness. But currently, and I think this is true with most cases, is that their prices are lowering. That, I don't know if people know this, but they've been getting less and less money every time. And I think once you accept this, you have to realize what they're doing. They're doing what many people beg for, and that is innovation. Innovation is something, they're completely changing Call of Duty. And again, people, I think, like, the way it works is 50% of the people, they're saying they don't like double jumps because everyone else is saying that. They don't like the futuristic. And some of those people never even played the old Call of Duties. They're, again, like I said, hating it for the sake of hating it. Then there's the 25% that are not, they don't dislike it. It's just that they're afraid they're never going to go back to their old ways, which they will. I'm sure they will. Then there's the other the last 25%. Those are people that I'm completely fine with. They're just saying it because they honestly don't like it. And again, they're entitled to their opinion. I am not like, oh, you're stupid for saying that. That is completely bull. Like, why would you be saying that? You stupid or something? No. I completely understand why people wouldn't like it. It's just, you have to have actual reason for it. So, besides that, now that is just what I think most people are doing, and that's just them having their bull crap reasons, and it's really stupid, honestly. But going back to why I personally am okay with it is because, like I said, 25% of the people, they like the double jump. They just don't like it as a permanent solution. They don't want this much innovation. They want going back to World at War eventually. And I guarantee you, they're going to do like a World at War 2. Probably not. I really hope they do. That would just be plain out amazing if they did. But honestly, I don't think they're gonna, because it's just like fairly old. They want to keep doing new and new. But if they did that, I would be so happy and so pleasantly surprised. But I think this is a nice temporary solution because, like I said, their prices they were not making as much money as they used to. Every Call of Duty game would make less and less. And maybe that's just because people are getting now bored of it. Or maybe it's because people are getting bored of the game mechanics, not specifically just shooting people. Maybe people still want to play first-person shooters. It's just they don't want to play that type of first-person shooter anymore. So then they decide to do this. But now, all those people who are getting bored of it, now we're going to realize, oh, we're going to miss this really soon. So I think what has to happen is people have to accept that this is a temporary solution. They're not going to do this permanently, and if they're planning on doing it permanently, they're certainly not now with all the complaints they're getting, so don't worry there. But I think Infinity Warfare should have this double jump, and maybe even Black Ops, or not Black Ops, but the next game that comes after Infinity Warfare. And after that, I think we should go back to it. So 1 to 2 more Call of Duty games can have the futuristic. Then I think they'll go back to the normal, and I'll really like that. And that is almost genius, because not only they're giving new innovation, but also if people don't like that innovation, they're really going to miss the old versions of the game. Well, what they're doing is they are not leaving anything at risk. That's why they're doing remastered COD 4, not only to make people, pre-order it faster and stuff like that, but also to see, do people actually like the boots on the ground? And if people respond positively, the remastered Call of Duty 4, and they do like it, they're going to go straight back to it. If people don't like it and they're like, you know what, stay with the whole new game mechanic. That works perfectly. They're going to do that. They're going to do whatever people ask for. And I know everyone's like right away, oh, I already know what I want. I want, the regular boots on the ground gameplay. But you don't really know. You don't really know till you play boots on the ground recently. So, yeah, that's just my quick opinion. I think that we definitely should play, I think when people play Infinity Warfare, go in with an open mind saying, this is just one futuristic game, they'll be back to it soon, this is just temporary. But what I really think is genius about this, and you have to realize, is like I said, if they like COD 4, they, then they're going to bring it back. But maybe that's not it. There's two different things they might be trying to do, or maybe it's just they're trying to change it up the game. But either one, they are trying to figure out what people like more, boots on the ground or double jumping, that's why they're doing COD 4. Or two, they're making people get like just a taste of boots on the ground gameplay, and they're going to make them more and more excited. And to boost up the ratings to what, World at War and the original Call of Duty's got, boost up the profit, they're going to bring it back after, 7 years? It's been a decent amount of time. Maybe not 7 years. What am I saying? It's not 7 years. I'm going crazy. Sorry. After a couple years. It's only been 3 years of Double Jump. We're finally getting a Call of Duty that everyone wants. I think that's definitely going to boost up profits. So maybe that's their strategy. But either way, I guarantee you that this is not going to be a permanent thing. All right? They do not want this to be a permanent thing. And like I said, if they did, they don't want it anymore. But yeah, I think the main point of this video, I've been constantly saying why I like it, but I haven't said why people should like it. I know I've already said this 3 times, but when you play Infinity Warfare, keep an open mind. Because you may be surprised how much you like it, knowing that it's not going to be like this forever, and it's just a temporary game to enjoy. And one last thing I want to say before I end this video, this quick little commentary, is that, you have to think about it like this. When you are getting bored of the next Call of Duty or whatever, you can go back to these double jump ones that have such a different game mechanic, and people will still be playing. There's still people playing World at War, for Christ's sakes. There's never not going to be someone playing the Call of Duty franchise of any game. I would be highly surprised. So, when you're playing a boots on the ground Call of Duty in 2 to 3 years, and you decide, you know what, I want to go back to one of the old Call of Duties, it's not going to be alright, this is the same thing but with different maps. You're going to be wow, this is a completely different game. I feel like I'm playing a different game, because no one even plays campaigns anymore. So, the multiplayer and zombies are the only thing. Now, zombies, the whole thing about zombies is maps. But with multiplayer, you have so many maps. You just, and they're much littler maps than zombie maps, so it really doesn't make Call of Duty feel that different. But if each Call of Duty had a different mechanic, or 3 had this mechanic, 3 had this mechanic, stuff like that, you would never get bored going back to the old Call of Duties. So yeah, guys, this is just my personal opinion. Keep an open mind. This is fun, because if you're playing someone with an unbalanced weapon, because until Call of Duty Treyarch or Activision fix their very overpowered weapons, which they can't really, just because they have so many weapons, it's too hard. What's fun about double jumping is you can maneuver around and you can survive even if someone has a better gun. It is much more focused on the skill. But nonetheless, both game mechanics are great. We missed that one. We like this one, I think. I think we just should stop being a crybaby about Infinity Warfare. Oh, it's gonna have double jumping. We have a freaking robot gorilla as a new specialist that you can control and bitch slap people. If there is not a single thing from futuristic Call of Duty that you never been you know what? That's pretty cool feature they add that they only could have added for a futuristic game. There's not a single thing you saw. I guarantee you something cool from Infinity Warfare is going to be it's gonna be, and I know Infinity Warfare is gonna do good. Not guaranteed. I don't know for sure. When I say guaranteed, I really mean like I'm almost 100% sure. This, I would say I'm about 75 to 80% sure. I have a lot of hope they're going to be good because they've already made games without Treyarch and they haven't done as successful. So Infinity Warfare, they're going to put as much work as they can into these Call of Duties to stay up with Treyarch because, you know, the ones that did the Exo Zombies and stuff, they're not doing another Call of Duty probably for a while. They're not coming back. So I definitely think after all these demonstrations of people who messed up Infinity Warfare, the people that done the zombie maps and done the multiplayer maps, they understand what people want, they understand what people don't want, and they understand if they don't do the best they can, and if they half-ass this and make 5 zombie maps that are all like Zetsubo or Transit, they're not going to be back making Call of Duties. They are not going to be back. So I have hope. I think it's going to be good, and I think you guys should have hope too. But nonetheless, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Leave in the comments what you think Infinity Warfare is going to do. And do you think that a lot of people are saying it just for the sake of saying it? Or do you actually think, like, people just don't like the double jump and it's not a good game mechanic and we're never going to miss this when it's gone? And you think it's going to stay forever or something? Or tell me what you agree and disagree with. So, yeah. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.